Hello students, today we are going to start our new chapter, profit and loss. So first of all we will learn about what is in this chapter, what is CP and what is SP. When we are going to market, when we are going to market to buy anything, the shopkeeper tells us price of the thing. That suppose he's saying this is of 1000 rupees. So if we will buy this thing, any book is there, this book is of 1000 rupees and we bought this thing for with the rupees 1000. So this 1000 is a selling price for the shopkeeper, but we have bought this, so this 1000 is a cost price for us. Okay, for shopkeeper it is a selling price, but for us this 1000 is a cost price. CP means cost price and SP means selling price. Clear to all? Sometime if suppose SP is greater than CP, if selling price is greater than CP, then we are having profit. Then profit is how to find SP minus CP, means selling price minus cost price. But if CP is greater than SP, then we are having loss, that is CP minus SP. Profit is SP minus CP and loss is CP minus SP. Suppose we have bought anything for 200 rupees, that is a CP. We have bought anything, now we are selling it for 300 rupees, that is a selling price. Now selling price is greater than CP, here profit will be there. But if we bought anything for 200 rupees and we sold it for 150, that is a selling price. Now selling price is smaller, cost price is bigger, so this is a loss, here loss will be there. Clear all of you how to calculate profit and how to calculate a loss. Next, see exercise 10.1. First question is there, find the missing terms. Cost price given, profit given, loss they said no loss, they said calculate selling price. So how we will write? See here, exercise 10.1, first question A part. Cost price rupees 1317, profit rupees 310. We have to calculate selling price. So what is the formula? Profit is equal to, see here we have written, profit is equal to SP minus CP. SP minus CP. Profit given 310, SP we have to calculate CP 1317. Take it on this side, it will become positive. So SP is equal to, add these both, 1317 plus 310, 7261, 1627. Clear to all? See this next question in B part. CP is not given, profit given, SP given. Same formula we will apply. Profit is equal to SP minus CP. SP 2354 minus CP we have to calculate. Profit given 735. So CP we have to calculate, it is negative, take it this side, it will become positive. 2354, 735 will come this side and become negative. Subtract this and find the answer. $1619 is answer. Clear? Like this way same you have to solve C part also. Now they said loss given and SP given, they said find CP. Loss is equal to CP minus SP. We have done at the starting this formula. Loss 120, CP we have to calculate SP 1800. 1800 is negative, take on this side, it will become a positive CP. When you will add these both, you will get 1800 plus 120. 1920 is equal to CP. So this is the answer. See, this is the D, E and F part I have done. We see here now CP was given this, SP was given this. Now we have to check if CP is greater than SP, then loss will be there. If SP is greater than CP, then profit will be there. See between these both, who is greater? This number is greater than this, it means SP is greater than CP. So profit is equal to SP minus CP. So we will find like this way. Same this E part is there. Now come on the word problems. The second question is there. Second question. David bought a table for this rupees and sold it for a profit of this rupees. What was the selling price? Now see, direct not written like this, direct written this is CP, this is profit, this is loss, this is selling price. Now we have to find. They said David bought a table for this rupees. It means this is CP. CP is 6000 and sold it as a profit of. Profit is 500. What was the selling price? It means we have to calculate SP. So see here, I have written here all things. CP 6000, profit 500, SP we have to calculate. So we will same formula we will write. Profit is equal to SP minus CP. Profit is 500. Profit is 500 and SP we have to calculate minus CP 6000 given. Next 6000 will come on this side and add is equal to SP. SP is equal to rupees 6500. Clear to all? This is the second question. Next see third question. Irfan bought a calculator for rupees 500. Bought a calculator for rupees 500 means this is CP. Okay. On selling it to Ravi, when he will sell it to Ravi, he suffered a loss of this. Find the selling price. Cost price given, loss given, we have to find a selling price. So we can write on a notebook now. See here. Cost price of calculator rupees 500. Loss 60 rupees. SP we have to calculate. Now loss is equal to CP minus SP. Loss 60, CP 500. SP will come this side. 500 minus 60. 440 answer. Clear? Next see fourth question. On selling his old TV set for rupees this, Maria suffered a loss of 2000. On selling TV, he sold TV means this is a selling price. Maria suffered loss of 2000. What was the cost price of the TV set? CP we have to calculate cost price. So we can write here selling price of TV rupees 7500, loss rupees 2000 and CP we have to calculate. Now we know that loss is equal to CP minus SP. Loss 2000, CP calculate, SP 7500. This is negative, take it to the another side, it will become positive. So CP is equal to 7500 plus 2000. It will come 9500. Clear to all? Next, see last question. A grocer bought a few eggs, each for ₹3, and sold them at ₹48 per dozen. Find profit or loss made by him on each egg. Okay, first of all we will write a cost price of one egg, ₹3. He sold 12 eggs, means a dozen. In one dozen 12 eggs are there, so we will find cost price of 12 eggs, that is 3 multiplied by 12, 36. But selling price of 12 eggs, 48. Now you can see selling price is greater than CP. SP is greater than CP. We know that it will be profit. Profit is equal to SP minus CP. 48 minus 36, that is 12 rupees. So profit is 12 rupees, but this profit is for 12 eggs. So what we have to do here? This is we can write a profit for 12 eggs, 12 rupees. But they said find profit on each egg. It means a profit for one egg, ₹12 by 12, rupees 1. For 12 eggs profit 12, for one egg then we will divide with 12, we will get 1. So with this question our first exercise completed.